Morning traders, good morning. Welcome to the first trading day of 2025. Today is January 2nd. It is Thursday. We are keeping our eyes out on Piton as it was a little bullish at the beginning of the day, and Sound and Piton today. We also had today's trades. We're looking at XPEV selling off and SQQQ actually trying to push up as the market sells off. So let's wait and see and look at what the markets are doing today. QQQ struggling to maintain that support above the 200-day moving average. Let me go ahead and share my link because I haven't done that yet. And welcome, hello. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I've been waiting to trade today with you all. Been waiting to trade with you guys. So let us begin here. We've got the chat here popped out. Good morning. Share my link around. Now I am using the WEBULL platform. If you haven't used it or signed up for it yet, you can sign up and get 40 free shares. I'll get one free share. You will get 40. And that link will be the first, the third link in the description, the first comment in the pinned comment section. QQQ finding some support here. Gold also pushing up slightly this morning. Very nice. Let's go ahead and look at crypto. Crypto just hit 97,000. It's been in a downward trend for the last, I'd say, 2 weeks since December 15th. Is now pulling back. And guys, I forgot to share my link. Hope you guys like the new thumbnail. I'm working on making some new thumbnails for everyone for the channel. There we go. Mara pushing up slightly, still right in that pre-market, high area. Not really looking too much into that right now. What we want to focus on are today's trades. Sound selling off. Maybe that support of 1931 from Tuesday. We will see. And Piton finding some support at about 864. I'd say about 869 this morning. Okay, morning live trading. Sorry for the delay, guys. It is January 2nd, 2025. And we are live. Hope you guys can hear me okay. You guys can see me okay. I do believe we are good on those. Yes, okay. Good morning. Good morning, Aloe Major. Good morning, SQQQ. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I think SQQ may be in favor today, up to 3130-ish. If the markets continue to sell off, we can see SQQQ begin to rise. Now looking at the 4-hour chart, we do see that there is a strong support here at about 511.94. It's tested it once on Tuesday. Still a downward trend, so we should see SQQQ continue to push up, which would be great. Yep, it already is happening. SQQQ looking very nice. Good call out, Alo. Okay, let's see here. All right. Looking very nice. TQQ pulling back. SQQ still very, very aggressive here. Mara pushing, no, Mara's probably going to sell off with crypto today if crypto continues to sell off, testing that 200-day moving average and getting rejected off of it. This is a great indication of it continuing to remain bearish, which means Mara will continue to sell off. BITI would probably be your play if Mara continues to sell off, buying at around $23, selling around $24. That's a $1 per share as Bitcoin does sell off. Today's gainers: CTCX, RevB, CGBS, AEI. XPON was another one I was looking at just now this morning from 350 to 420. That would have been a nice little move there. VRME, for anyone who's looking at, you know, penny stocks, low cap, stuff like that. There's a few here that are setting up for possible bounce. Other than that, let's go back to positions here. Piton not doing anything. Sound selling off. We already knew Sound would, but it's at another key support. So it gets a small little bounce back to EMA. Nope, it's actually going to sell right through support. Same with Piton, not much is happening there. So we'll stay up to date with those two. We're going to set our alert. If it crosses back above 1950. Now we're looking at a 5-minute chart here. And Sound can sell off. There's nothing saying that Sound cannot sell off still. It can. It's just testing a previous support area. That's all. Piton, same thing, testing a support. Lunar selling off, going to be testing that 200-day moving average. XPEV selling off. I know I had this on my watch list for this morning, and instead of catching that EMA, it's actually selling off, which is fine. XPEV kind of catching that support range here. That looks like it's a more of a support at this area, about 11.15. Interesting. Will it find support at 11.15 and continue to rise back up? Let's wait and see. We're going to set our alert at about 11.50 as well on this one, on XPEV. And SQQQ, that looks like our winner today, from lows of 30.25 to highs of 31.25, even putting in 100 shares at 30 and selling at 31. That's $100 in profit very quickly, very clearly on this SQQQ reversal. Do you see that here? Pushed up, came down. First sign was the rejection stage, consolidation slightly, and then that confirmation stage. Now, what does this mean? Now that it's at highs of 31.30, if it can't break 31.30 and make new highs, and the market continues to sell off even more, then we can see a reversal with TQQQQ, right? So let's see what happens here. Now remember, the first 30 minutes are always the most risky, the most volatile, and we like to wait for confirmation before buying in to any companies that we are a little bit unsure of, right? But that was a beautiful move right here. Knowing the markets were sold off, taking advantage, and getting a nice share price. I didn't have any shares in SQQQ. Perfect setup here. We were able to get it at, let's say, what was it, 30.20? 3% profit. Go ahead and take a look at the overall market here. I will be doing a video on BlackBerry soon due to a subscriber requesting it. So look out for that one. GOGL doing really well this morning. A nice reversal setup that we've been talking about. We had a subscriber call this out a couple of weeks ago when it was starting to form this downward trend. Now it's starting to form higher highs. think I'm gonna add one tracker share to this just to do it. One tracker share. And as this continues to push up, we may even buy more. Let's see, 950. Looks like about 9. Let's go to 970 on this. As far as our alert, it goes above 970, we may enter on GOGL. Also got a video on Reddit coming soon. Carvana and SMCI, so look out for those. TRMD, I just recently did a video on TRMD. It's been very, very bearish for quite some time. Now starting to push up from those lows of 1778. Going to be testing that 200-day moving average. Last time I tested that 200-day moving average, it did get rejected. So let's see if this is going to be another rejection or if TRMD is going to start showing signs of upward momentum. I'm very excited to see what happens. If it does push above 2150, we could be very, very interested in this. So we're going to set our alert for 2147. That's about right. FFIE, we have traded this in the past, made quite a bit of money, and man, guys, on Monday it pushed up. Monday all the way to Wednesday or Tuesday here, it pushed up very nicely from $1 to $5. And now up 14% again. Apple selling off. Tesla down 5% today. So that's definitely going to be playing a part in the overall market. Amazon not up by much. And Microsoft not up by much. Amazon not up by much. So that could be why the markets are selling off today. Oversold. MU and Piton. Piton actually starting to push up. Let's go to the 5-minute. Sound pushing up as well, or trying to maintain support levels at that 1930 level. Here we go. Sound is pushing up. This is a very risky play. I'd be very careful with this one. Sound is very, very bearish. You guys doing good? I still have you here. GL pushing up. I got a tracker share on there. Tracker share on there. Tracker share on here. This is getting rejected pretty good. MSTR is up 5%. Okay. Oh, very nice. That's playing off of crypto, basically. Still below that 200-day moving average on crypto, so be very cautious on that. MAR from 17 to 1788. Very nice. It's at previous resistance levels from Monday. Do be aware of that. It's at previous resistance levels from Monday on MARA. And it looks like it bounced off of previous support levels pretty easily right there. 17 to 1781. Very, very solid trade. 4.5% profit. Broke above previous day's resistance. Going in with just 5 shares, a little less than $100, nothing crazy. It is at an all-time high. I feel like we missed most of that move already. But if Bitcoin continues to push up, then we will take a little bit advantage of Mara. Let's go to my positions. Mara's up 6.5%. I think Sound is just going to make lower lows. Let's see what happens. Piton picking up a little bit. Volume's not very high. So last night we had a subscriber asking about volume and free floats and how it affects the overall market. I don't want to get too much into it right now today, but basically there's your volume, 6 million volume today. Average volume is about 59 million. Okay, so a little low on volume this morning. Free flow is 316 million. Okay, so that's important. That's how many free shares are available. Okay. Got a tracker share here on these. I'll showcase those to you. Each one's just a share, nothing too crazy. I think Sound is going to continue to sell off. Has no sign of progress. So I'm actually going to sell my one tracker share. Yeah, we're going to get out of that. So it wants to show signs of support, but it's not really, nothing's really happening, right? Piton is up almost 1% from when I got in. Mara's at $18, guys. Mara is at $18. Due to crypto hitting 97,000, could this start showcasing some bullishness for Bitcoin, or will it get rejected at 99,000 again? We're going to buy another 4. I'm going to say 5, but that's okay. What scanners are you using? I am using, oh, for the regular scanners, Top Gainer. We go to screeners, you go to tops. You can see top gainers, top losers right here. And then once you actually click on it, when you go back to stocks, it'll be in your watch list. Recently viewed, and then top gainers. If that's what you meant. What scanners are you using? Sold my Mara, only small, $13 gain. Hey, that's awesome. Mara is going. Yep. Major, I'm busy with Tesla as I sold a 390 put and rolling it out and down to 360-ish. Wow. Major with the Tesla put. Tesla's down like 5% today, isn't it? Oh, very nice, Major. Very nice. Did you get in at the crossover of the EMA and 200 moving? Whew, it's a 10%. 10% over the week over Christmas. Very nice. Mara's pushing. There it goes. It broke that previous daily high of 1779. It's going to be testing Wednesday's high. Do you guys see that right here? It's going to be testing Wednesday's high at 1824, or I'm sorry, Monday's high. Geez, I keep confusing myself because the markets were closed yesterday. So then this was Tuesday, Monday. So testing Monday's highs of 1820. See if we could break above 1820 here, guys. This is a great freaking setup from 17 all the way to 1819. That's $1 per share. We're already up $2, nothing crazy. But the point is 1%, and I got in late. If I would have got in earlier, we'd be up 6.5%. But we like to wait for direction. We like to wait for confirmation of direction. And it wasn't very clear right at the beginning, was it? It was kind of consolidating. It dipped below like it was going to sell off, popped back up, bull trap, came back down, bear trap, and then pushed all the way up to 1820. So this may be the area where we might want to consider locking in profits, as this may be overextended slightly. It could continue to go up even more, but right here is where I would do the due diligence of, say, locking in a little bit of those profits, say half. So then say you'd sell. I got in too late, guys, is what happened. I didn't want to go full in 100 shares and then get burned, because I've gotten burned before. It's like, throw a couple $100 in there just to see what happens. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You don't have to trade at full size, full position, especially if you're unclear of the direction. It's okay if you normally make, trade with 100 shares, trade with 10. Trade with 10 shares, right? Or trade with 20. If you're really unclear, do a tracker share like I did. I had one tracker share on a couple of positions. One share isn't going to break the bank. I'm up 1.81% on this, so I could have got a nice 2% investment. But again, very clear, it's right there at that previous support and it's at that previous resistance level from Monday. So, this would have to break above 910 in order for this to actually catch a little bit more momentum on Piton. GOGL, it's looking good. Again, these will just kind of get past this previous resistance around 960, 970. So just a little small tracker share for when it starts to go up. We can actually get in and get more shares in on it. But beautiful trade today, guys. This was beautiful. If only I would have got in a little bit sooner, a little bit better here. That's a 7% profit on 100 shares. You could have made on 100 shares you could have made $117, and it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we get a slight pullback from Bitcoin and then a continuation here. Looks like it is starting to push up again back to 97. I like that crossover, that EMA, the 45-day blue line here, and that 200-day moving average. If we can get a nice little crossover and blue goes above green, we can see a very bullish reaction, since this would be the first time the blue line has crossed over in the last 2 weeks or so. So let's see. That means Mara can continue to push up even more. Buying these dips, buying right here while it pushes up would have been a nice area, an entry to buy if you do believe that Bitcoin is still bullish. Let's see. What are you guys saying over here? Kind of bring it in a little bit. Let's see. Let's bring it in. There we go. I like that. Okay. Still kind of see my positions. Not really, huh? There we go. Let's see. Major. The benefits of you not holding positions overnight really shows on days like today. It really does, Major. It was a burning for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm losing. Major, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I've in the past, I've gotten burned so many freaking times holding overnight. You could have a solid game plan and the market just doesn't react in the timing that you want, right? Solid game plan, solid trade setup, but maybe it doesn't go into effect for 2 days. It's going to sell off a little bit more before it does do what it's supposed to do, right? Lunar up 5%. And with that said, yes, I've gotten burned many, many times, and it is not a great fun feeling. So I have actually, I am all cash. I do not hold companies overnight. For that one reason, Major. That one reason. Wow. Beautiful. Just like with Mara. Had a nice little push pullback. That's why direction is always important. If we assumed at the beginning that this was going to sell off and be bearish, we would have been wrong, right? we would have been wrong from 1841 to 1770 maybe, but as it finds support, pushes from 1770 to 19, that's another 9% profit on the day, guys. This is why it's so important, one, to make sure you have money available to trade with, right? We are day traders. Doesn't mean we need to take a trade every single day. And if we do trade every day, let's make sure maybe we're only using half of our position size. So that way when tomorrow comes, we still have half a position size that's ready to use pre-market or after hours. Now I know we have T1 settlement, so I could trade my full cash account today and the full amount will be settled tomorrow, ready to use. And that is a new feature for WEBULL. I know some companies still have that T2, 2 days to settle. But look at this, it's testing 1962 now. 1926 it was a test, it broke 1926, and now it is testing what? 1960. It's testing 1960 now. And it broke. LUNR, creating new highs, guys. We call this out in our weekly stock talk. We called it out down here at $11. And it's gone up over 70% in 17 days since we called it out. And guess what? I didn't participate in my own trade. And that's okay. There are going to be times where we're going to miss those opportunities. We're going to miss out on way more opportunities than the ones that we actually are going to take. We probably missed out on 100 opportunities today. And that's okay. But that's what makes this community so great. That's what makes the stock market so great, is we're able to find opportunities, call them out with each other, help each other find these call outs, more eyes, more better, right? It's better for all of us. And as a community, we can grow together by allowing ourselves to identify these call outs and these opportunities, taking advantage of them when they come about by having available cash, and then not being afraid to lock in profits. Even if it wasn't the amount you wanted, we are still able to lock in profits, right? A buck or two, 1%, 2%, hey, that's great. 1% a day can completely keep your bills away if you have a pretty solid account size. What's 1% of $100? It's $1, right? But when you take that same 100% to $1,000, that's $10. $10,000, that's $100, and $100,000 at 1% profit would be $1,000. So remember, don't get discouraged when you're trading today. I know we had a subscriber mention they made some profits and it was only, you know, $14 or something like that. Hey, that's amazing. That is $14 closer to your goal. That's $14 more that you can put into your investments tomorrow. And it's all about those small daily wins. Small daily wins. Look at this. Bitcoin pushing up 97.1. Mara overreacted. It's not pushing up anymore. Slight overreaction with Mara this morning, but let's see. We're going to hold half of our position. Again, we're not up by much. I missed out most of this trade here. If we go to chart settings, I can show you cost basis, open orders, and showing my trade intervals. Okay, so I bought too high. I bought at 1788 and 1806 and sold at 1813. So I got at the very small peak here, very end point. But it doesn't mean this can't continue to go up either to maybe 99,000, retest that resistance, and then come back down. Could also be an overreaction due to the crossover of the 200-day moving average, right? A bit of an overreaction. Same with Mara, a bit of an overreaction. Still pushing up though, very nicely. I did not expect to trade Mara today, but we are. This was my cost basis for GOGL. I'm going to keep it. Okay. I'm going to keep it for now, but if this does not show signs of upward momentum, again, we'll have to get out of it. Piton up very small amount. Again, trying to test this. Oh, it's above it. Okay, it's above that moving average now in the 5-minute chart. It's going to come back down and retest. If this maintains that support above the 200-day moving average, this will be the first time it's actually done this since December 26th, so about a week or so. And it popped up very nicely from 9:30 to 10:30. That was $1 per share. Okay, we don't have to complicate it. $1 per share, or 10% on that trade. That is beautiful. A 10% profit on a 10% position size of your total account would be 1% on the day. Pretty amazing. So we're holding on to that one. What are the overall markets doing right now? Hope you guys are learning something as well. That's why I like to do these live streams, because you can see what I'm looking at. You can ask questions and I can answer them in real time. So I hope you guys find value in these live streams. If you do, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I am done for the day. Made my daily profit goal. Alo. Good job, man. Good job. Can I ask, what did you trade and why did you see potential in it? I know you mentioned SQQQ earlier. Is this what you traded? Look at this retracement too. In the first 30 minutes, this is why it's so important to understand direction. In the first 30 minutes, it's 8:01 now. It was very bullish on SQQQ. Went to its highs right where it was pre Monday, Tuesday, or whatever, Monday, Wednesday, and then continue to sell off. Now, does this mean it's going to be bearish? No, this means it can retest this moving average and continue to push up. Right, but look how much it pushed up and look how much it gave back. Huge push up to 31.37, previous resistance, and then sold off. QQQ now in the green. Okay, the market is now in the green. It's sold off, thinking that the markets would be bearish and actually recovering where? Right at that 510 level. Right around 510. So this was not a good support area. It looked like 510 would have been the better area of support, seeing how on Tuesday it bounced off of 510, bounced right off of that 510 level again, guys. This is insane how history does tend to repeat itself multiple times. Even in downtrends, it still tries to hold those previous support levels and previous resistance levels. Now thinking the market was bearish, turning now into bullish, testing the EMA. If it doesn't hold in this EMA and it doesn't begin to go up higher, then this will remain bearish and continue to sell off even more. So SQQ seemed like it was a great play today. Still like a lot of potential involved. If this does begin to sell off again, SQQQ can go back up to that level. And what can you do? You can buy another 100 shares and get another $1 profit per share and do it all over again. That's why it's so important not to ever go too heavy with your position size, but also understand these pullbacks and these rallies, right? And key levels. If you could buy at a low, sell at a high, and do it multiple times a day, multiple times a week, a month, a year, then you will be profitable. And that's just all there is to it. Okay, Bitcoin to 96.9. Slight retest here. Let's see if it remains bullish. Again, see if that crosses over the 1 hour. Looks like it's beginning to cross over. Can it hold? Let's see. Only got a couple small positions here. Nothing crazy. Piton doesn't look like it's going to hold. GOGL may hold. I'm not too sure here. We're going to wait and see. Mara at 1804, 1806. Also do a recap video a little later on. There we go. Mara is pushing up now because of Bitcoin. And it's now very bullish as it is crossing over that moving average. There is a crossover happening. But is it going to be able to get above that previous resistance? 97.3. It looks like that's kind of where it's at right now. 97.3. You guys see that? Or is it just me? Right here, support, a lot of consolidation and resistance at 97.3. See if this breaks. If it does, Mara will begin to make new highs. This is why it's so important to get up early. This is why it's important to make sure you're always watching your charts. You know, take 10-20 minutes to look at your charts before bed. The overnight hours, now that it's 24-hour market on some positions, you can kind of get a good idea of where the market's going to be, right? This showed crossover for bullishness on Hood, indicating, you know, hey, Mara will probably end up being bullish, and sure enough, it was. Look at this gap from 1650 all the way to 1760. I mean, from 16 to 18, that was a $200 profit with 200 shares. So it's very sad for me today to have been tracking Mara all this time and then not taking advantage of it on Tuesday at these lows. But again, it could have sold off even more, as we are, you know, as direction was clearly indicating signs of it selling off. Why would I want to invest in something that is clearly selling off more and more each day? So now that direction is clear. We did miss, you know, a dollar opportunity here in profits. We missed another dollar this morning by trying to identify a good opportunity here. I was looking at the wrong companies. So sometimes looking at the wrong companies can result in, you know, FOMO, missed opportunities, etc. That's why it's, you know, imperative that we always make sure to really take advantage and really wait for clear signs of confirmation and have that money available to use when you do decide to jump into those positions. So it looks like Bitcoin is going to be selling off at that $97 level. We're going to go ahead and get out of our position completely. Why not? Locking in nothing today, right? We locked in nothing. So a great trading day. For me, it's still always good when you know, at least break even or make a little bit of profit. Other than that, you know, nothing too crazy as far as profits today. Not a lot of movement in the markets. I'll keep you up to date on GOGL and PTON, but you know, I really don't want to fight with Mara today, considering it's at all-time highs again at that 97,000, at least all-time highs for the last week or so. It can continue to push up, but more likely than not, it's going to sell off. And you know, I should have sold all the shares at a high. But again, this could have pulled back and went up even more. So I don't mind. I'm comfortable with the trades I made today. Only wish I would have got in a little sooner. And that's okay. Hey, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We will be live again. And I'm looking forward to trading with you all again tomorrow. Remember, you guys can call out stuff in the Discord. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you're watching this live stream later on in the day, I am available for you to still ask questions. So reach out to me if you see fit. Check the comments real quick before we take off. Major, better luck to you tomorrow, sir. Alo, good job locking in profits. Let's check out the Discord, see if we got anybody talking in there. And if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, it's my secondary screen. I do trade with two screens. All right. All right, all right. Can't believe QQQ, how it went up like $6 in like a minute. It was like so quick. Quick reversal. Very quick reversal. 510 to 516. That was just amazing. Even TQQQ 78 to 81. $3 per share. Oh man, that's $300 in profit right there. Gold's even up, as you can see, very nicely from 1570 to 1670, 2% profit. JNUG also up, so gold doing very well from yesterday or from Wednesday, up 6.5%. Jeez Louise, up 5% on the day. Very, very nice. Crypto hitting that 97 mark. I feel like it's just going to consolidate in this range all day pretty much. Mara will probably sell off. Today's trade, Sound, lost about $1.30. Not bad, not bad, nothing too crazy. Piton, break even. XPEV, I did not trade. SQQQ, I did not trade either. Piton, nothing. GOGL, not much either. And about 42 cents. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I appreciate your guys' time. Like always, remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, consider joining our free Discord. We can join over 200 members now, like-minded individuals that want to do the same thing, and that's learn how to make money in the stock market. So you can share your opportunities with us, share your successes, share your losses, and we can all learn and grow from each other by sharing best practices with each other and learning from our mistakes together. So appreciate you guys' time. Always remember that's in the year on a green note. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.